hola, mi gente, it's your boy, Michael. Welcome to a brand new conversation special. You know what it is? It's that time of the month. A good time of the month, though, all right? I know that reference has many ramifications, but let me tell you, it's not the one that we mean, because this is all goodness. It's going to come from the soul today, let me tell you, because we have our amazing homie over here that is about to bring us a plethora of free goodness that's going to make you feel good this month. It's going to hit you in your heart and in your soul. Yes, I'm talking about Chicken Soup for the Soul. I'm talking about the king of the streams, my big homie, the CW himself, not the channel, but the big boss, the one, the only Mr. Chris Woozy. Baby, how you doing?
I am fantastic now that I am in the company of greatness here. How the heck are you doing, Al?
Yeah, man. How dare you? I am humbled, sir. Thank you for coming on. Talk about how you are bringing more happiness, more entertainment, more goodness to our fellow Crusaders and beyond. Wonderful. So, you know
Absolutely.
what I mean? Although, I know that this one, I have to bring it onto the stage because Chris, I know you've been good. We spoke backstage, but we got to do the rundown because when I saw this, I was like, okay, wow, he's gonna make me talk about this, but it's okay in a positive way because she inspires young ladies. So good on that. You know what I mean? I mean, musicality is one thing we could have a discussion on, but I will say, uh, any of those inspire young ladies, and that's a good thing, and the voting public apparently. So, let's just see what happens in the future. How much she does be able to help. But with that, you are talking about what is considered before it was Jennifer Aniston. I remember. Now it is Taylor Swift, America's sweetheart. Talk about what is this? What are we talking about here?
She has become quite a phenomenon. I mean, every time you think that she has hit the threshold of stardom, she just takes it to another level. You're like, well, you're selling out arenas all over the country. What could you possibly do? She's
Super Bowls, what?
Right? And she's like, how about I put a movie out? And then it's like, boom. And then you go, okay, you got like the best-selling movie by like hundreds of millions of dollars. What more could you possibly do? She's like, how about I start dating the biggest quarterback in the country? Boom, next level. I mean, it's ridiculous. Every time she seems like she is. Yeah. I am not a Swiftie in terms of her music because that's just not my cup of tea. But it's
not meant for us. That's all. It's not meant for us, which is fine.
Exactly. No, for sure. I am not the demographic. Let me tell you. But as an artist, as a performer, as a celebrity, I applaud her. I think she has done a spectacular job of maneuvering herself into this position, and I think she's done a lot of great things to be a role model for empowering young women. And no, I think she's great. I think Swifties everywhere. I applaud you and think you've made a great choice. But anyways, this documentary is super cute. It goes through the beginnings of her career all the way until she became America's sweetheart, which she clearly is well ensconced at the moment as such. So check it out.
That's awesome. And talking about a previous America's sweetheart, R.I.P. The legendary. I remember singing her song at one of her songs at my 6th grade graduation.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Absolutely. And I hope you talked about how the children are our future.
That's exactly. Oh my God, we were singing.
Let them lead the way.
Grandpa, tell me, did you sing that at any graduation? They made us sing that at my graduation in 6th grade.
I think every graduation in like there was like a 5-year period where you could not graduate from any learning institution without singing that song. I'm pretty sure.
See, that's what is ingrained in me. I hear
But
it
it's
come on, I stand up and sing.
This is a really good documentary. Goes goes obviously talks a little bit about the kind of controversial aspects of her life, but really focuses on the incredible music. She was one of the greatest voices of our generation, and obviously left us way too soon. But this is a great way to celebrate her. There's a movie out that just came out last year about her, and this is one of the better documentaries that I've seen chronicling her life. So check it out.
Fantastic. And now I guess I'm seeing a theme now over here for this month. What's going on here? Because next we have the legendary queen of country, as you say here, Dolly Parton. Yeah, even your dog agrees over there. Yes, legendary Dolly Parton. Oh my gosh, the queen of country. What's going on?
It's March is Women's History Month, so we just wanted to focus through Chicken Soup for the Soul, which is obviously our female-centric brand, on some of the women who have changed our culture in positive ways. And Dolly Parton, my gosh, I mean, she's like the Betty White of country music. Like, you like that?
Yeah, I love that. Yes, 100.
I mean, she's just full of positive energy. She never stops working. She's always relevant. I don't know how old she is. Is she 22 or is she 183? I don't know. But like,
yeah, I mean, that's what working does, folks. When you keep going on, you don't sit on your ass all day. You keep young and alive, and it's I hope and I pray that we both have that energy at her age.
Amen. Amen. And I hope I look that good. I don't know what she's done, but whatever she's done, she picked good people to do it because she looks fantastic.
Yeah, man. I know how you look in a blonde wig, but let's see what the future holds.
It's the heels that really make it for me now. The heels.
And look, and yet another queen of media. Definitely, started out small time, but wow, what a journey! And to be on some boss level, the legendary Oprah Winfrey.
Crazy. I got to just brush up against the celebrity that is Oprah about 15 years ago when I wrote my book, The Concise Guide to Sounding Smart at Parties. We were on Good Morning America, and Gayle King, who is Oprah's best friend and the host of Oprah and Friends Radio, saw us on Good Morning America, and so she asked if we would come on Oprah's radio show. So we did that. I did not get to meet Oprah, but I did get to meet Gayle, and I've got to say, Gayle King was the real deal. She was so sweet, so lovely. She literally called my mom at work because my mom is the biggest Gayle and Oprah fan on the planet. And my mom just about lost her mind talking to Gayle.
Wait. I don't want to move on for this. Share that moment. So how did this even transpire? How did you set this up for your mom?
So we were in the middle of the interview about my book, and that I co-wrote with my good friend David Madelon, who I've got to talk about him for 1 second. He was just nominated for a Writers Guild Award for Best Screenplay in a streaming service for his film Totally Killer, which was came out at Halloween.
Yes. Whoa, awesome. Bless.
So I'm super proud. He is, I think he's going to walk away with the Writers Guild Award, but that's just me. But anyway, so he and I wrote this book, The Concise Guide to Sounding Smart at Parties, together. And we were on Good Morning America. Gayle was watching that morning, thought we were fun, asked if we would come down. We were in New York for the filming. Asked if we would come down to her studio and be on Oprah and Friends Radio. which we were more than happy to do, obviously. Ran down, got a few minutes into the interview, and I happened to drop that my mom was the biggest, or is the biggest, Oprah and Gayle King fan. And so in the middle of the interview, Gayle says, what's your mom's phone number? And I'm like, Gayle, you can't call my mom. And she said, I can do whatever I want. It's my show. And so I gave her the phone number, and she called my mom at work. And my mom, of course, thought it was me punking her. And so she said, Chris, I don't have time for this. I'm working. And Gayle said, it's not Chris. And she said, Nicole, which is my wife's name. Yeah. And Gayle said, no, it's not Nicole either. And there was this long pause. And then all of a sudden, my mom started screaming at the top of her lungs because she realized that she was actually on the radio with Gayle King.
Oh, shit. Oh, that must have been funny.
It was great.
I also was there to see that. But great. Fight for a better life. So is that what she puts it on? Is that what the doc is about?
Yep. It's a documentary about her, just clawing her way up to the very top of the media world.
Wonderful. And then you mentioned his name earlier. Rest in peace, the legendary Betty White. Yeah, for real. Agreed.
Love this lady. Love her. And I mean, she literally worked up until the day she passed away. Like, yes. She was just unbelievably prolific, whether it's the Golden Girls or, any of the dozens of movies that she appeared in.
And the prank show towards the end, too.
What's that?
The prank show she was doing, too?
Yes. Yeah. And we have a really, so no one remembers this. I did not know it existed until I saw it on Crackle, but we actually have another Betty White series called Betty White, The Pet Set. And this was a talk show in the 70s where she would have celebrities come on with their pets. And so it was a talk show around celebrity pets. It is amazing. You have to watch it. Like,
Oh, shit. What?
Yeah, Sammy Davis Jr. coming on with a parrot and Don Rickles bringing his gerbil on. Like, it's the weirdest show.
Gerbil?
It's the weirdest show ever.
I'm scared to ask what Don Rickles did with that gerbil.
I love Don Rickles, by the way.
King of Spew, he would have insulted me right now. Absolutely. Then we got, look, wow, what a wonderful arrangement of inspirational stuff. Then we got Michelle Obama, Hope Becomes Change. Dope.
Come on. First Lady of the First Order. Yes. So
wonderful.
Really good stuff. And it's just, talks about what a fresh breath of fresh air that administration was in the White House. And I, for one, am hoping for something in that arena to land in the White House.
Eventually, it'll happen one day, when we could fix our country, make sure that things are good here too, because there's madness all over the world. But, that old saying, right? You got to love yourselves before you love everyone else. Let's take care of home a little bit. There's some madness here, please.
There you go.
People want to vacate. That is, crazy behavior. You know what I mean? And again, oh my God, yet another one, RIP, just respect, as the queen, as a mother, a grandmother, you know what I mean? And not even the prince coming out, now king, I'm sorry, that diagnosed being sick, I hope everything goes well. But wow, the unlikely queen. Talk to me about this. I like this type of docos to see how because wow, I mean, the monarchy, it's not something that's And
I mean, there's a lot of things to be said about the monarchy, but this woman was a singular female leader. There's very few names in that world that you can toss up where as much respect is deserved. Maybe Margaret Thatcher, but she served her country for so many years, and she was different than any other queen. I mean, there's like tons of footage of her working in factories during the war. Like she as queens go, she certainly was one of the people more than any queen ever. And, you know, she had a lot going on with the royal family and everything, but she was very, very interesting in terms of a female sovereign. So yeah, check this out. It's a great documentary.
Yeah, I love my docos. I mean, you're gonna have me watching, and then yet going back to the monarchy. Now we got Kate Middleton as well.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So this is a little newer generation of the royals, but everybody always loves learning more about them. And Kate Middleton is a fascinating individual. So check that one out too.
I'm gonna start calling myself. I'm gonna be called Lord Mega of Brooklyn.
Oh, I like that. I'd wear that on a t-shirt.
Lord Mega of Brooklyn. What were you raised at again, Chris?
What's that?
What were you raised at again?
Mostly Orange County in Southern California.
Okay, but the Duke of OC. That's what I want to call
you. There you go. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Speaking of RIP, man, I mean, you probably, without argument, the most beloved member of the royal family in the last 100 years.
Do you remember where you were at when you heard of her passing? I distinctly do. I was camping, and apparently, we were in upstate New York. We just got to the camping site, and apparently one of my guys heard on the radio, you know, back in the day, radio folks on the internet, there was an accident and then passed. We were bugging like, oh, are you serious? This is insane. I mean, wow. And today she could have been the queen.
Yep. Heartbreaking. Left us way too soon. But, you know, like Elizabeth, she also was, you know, one of the people. I mean, every other week you'd see video of her at a children's hospital, helping out, rolling bandages, hanging out with kids. Like she loved the British people and served them well for the years that she was there.
Yeah. And then we got some crazy stuff here. Captive.
Just in case, you know, just in case there's something else you guys want to watch. You know, we throw a few thrillers in there as well.
So, I love it. I love it. He goes from some docos. You know, Captive now. No, what happened?
Exactly. So we've got Captive. Now this is still starring Joanna Kearns, who was the mom from Growing Pains. If you remember
that's who that is. Okay.
Show, that's who that is. And and if you scroll down, we've got even more Growing Pains for you.
No.
Evil starring Tracy Gold.
I knew those eyes.
Sister from Growing. I knew you would appreciate this.
So what's the Psycho in this or something?
Yep.
Oh my God, Tracy Gold. Okay, I gotta see. Growing Pains indeed.
That's it. I live just down the street from Kirk Cameron. He's we see him driving around every once in a while. But
that's cool. Check that out. Great show. Mother. Oh wow, classic.
Yep. Mother Knows Best. This one, you know, again starring Joanna Kearns. I thought I would just wrap it up with all Growing Pains. And this is a great one because she plays sort of a kind of a sociopathic mom in this. And, you know, her range as an actress, you always saw her as like the nicest mom in the world on Growing Pains. But her range as an actress was actually phenomenal. And she's a little bit terrifying in this film.
Yes. I know this movie well. You say a little bit. This is the mama from hell. Not the one you want. Let me tell you, Chris. You see, folks, that's all that's popping this month, and a whole lot more actually. Tune in. You know, you don't got to be paying for those platforms. This is your favorite four-letter word, free, FREE, baby. The links are right there. Check out Chicken Soup for the Soul at chickensouptv.com. There's also free apps on Google and Apple. You understand? You hear me, folks? Don't be paying for this stuff. Let them know that that you have alternatives and actually really good stuff to watch. Documentaries, psychos, and talk about growing pains. Like I said, geez, I mean, they went from loving families to being psychotic. Let's see why as we watch these wonderful movies. I'm taking Super Photo TV. Chris, thank you for rocking with me today, and as always. So I know you're coming back real soon because we have two more to talk about, plus the most recent edition like we added on last month. The return of the popcorn flicks. You know what? Maybe that's the one we'll tackle next, folks. You know what?
Let's do that.
Tuned. All right. So with that, thank you for tuning in, mi gente. Much love. Omega, Chris Woolsey. Hasta la próxima, mi gente. You know what it is. All right. Wepa!